Welcome to part 3, the vision. So I have this incredible, awesome, unimaginable encounter with this bright light. In this vision, I'm shown things that I can't imagine happening to me. I also escape a very, very quiet room full of people, which further lets me know, no, you are not going to be comfortable standing up in front of a lot of people. So I return to customer service. I sit at my desk, I put my headsets back on, and I go back to work. 1 year goes by. Nothing unusual, nothing odd happens. 2 years go by. Nothing strange, nothing different happens. As a matter of fact, I almost forget about the light and the vision. The 3rd year comes, and some of the things that I was shown in the light begin to happen. So with that being said, I'm going to return you to the story. Thank you. Sometime between the 2nd and 3rd year after the vision, I had been singing with my church choir. And there were times that our pastor or our assistant pastor would call upon people in the congregation to come up and render a selection. So whenever they would call on me, my heart would start racing. I would be so scared, so nervous, but I would get up and I would sing. Well, sometime later, a bride-to-be asked me if I would sing at her wedding, and I was elated. I'm like, yeah, sure. And after that, a couple came up and asked me if I would sing at their wedding. Then another couple, another bride-to-be, another bride-to-be, another bride-to-be, another bride-to-be. And I was so grateful, that they were asking me to sing. So I would also sing at like my families, if someone in my family was getting married, one of my friends, co-workers, even people who were total strangers asked me if I would sing at their wedding. Now, I don't want to give you the wrong impression. I wasn't all that. I would pray and I'd ask God, can you just give me a totally different voice? Can you just change my voice so I can sound like the Clark sisters, like the Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Jasmine Sullivan, or Leandra Johnson. Now, Leandra and Jasmine were not in my era. They probably weren't even born then. But I wanted to sound like that, to be able to do all these riffs, to go up and go around the sky, bring it back down, and stop and do all kind of stuff with it. That's what I wanted to do. And no matter how much I prayed, no matter how much I practiced in the kitchen, it didn't happen. It was almost as if God was saying to me, I want you to get with the program. We're not changing this program. So besides me wanting to change my voice, I had a little problem: stage fright. Whenever I had to sing at a wedding, I would find some place to hide. If there was a flagpole, a flag, I would hide behind it. If there were floral arrangements, I would hide behind that. The organists, pianists, I would hide behind them. If I had a fan or a program in my hand, I would hide behind that. And I remember one time, one of the organists said, you're not supposed to be here with me. You're supposed to be out there so people can see you sing. And I was so nervous. I said, no, I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm fine here. So one particular day, our company that I worked for was having a fundraiser for a very large nonprofit organization. It was all over the city, businesses that were big and small, private and commercial. Everybody was in this to raise money for this nonprofit organization. our company decided to have a talent show to earn money. And I decided that I would be in the talent show and the fashion show. So they had both the fashion and the talent show. So when the time came, I had just gotten my hair done. My hair was sharp. It was flowing and doing exactly what I needed it to do. And when I modeled my outfit, it just was like the icing on the cake. And I just felt so good, so proud of myself, that I'm modeling, going across this runway, and my hair is on point, and my nails were done and everything. Makeup, I just was really proud of myself. So when I was done, I went and sat down and waited until the entertainment started. So I watched the different acts, and I was getting so nervous, and I thought, why did I decide to do this? What made me think I just could get up there and sing? So when it was my turn, I walked up on the stage, and there was no place for me to hide. It was just like a makeshift runway, a microphone, and a stand. So I took the microphone off of the stand. I said a little prayer. I closed my eyes, and the first note that I hit calmed me down. It was like, you can do this. You're gonna do this your way. And it was like something was kind of like letting me know, you want to get this message across to people that you're trying to sing about, that people are human and that they need God's love. Everyone needs God's love. And so when I got done, I got a standing ovation, and people had tears streaming down. And I was so grateful to God for showing up, for touching people's hearts, touching their minds, getting them to even think about God. And I just was so just happy that He used me. And I thought about what I had seen in the vision, how I was in such disbelief, that He couldn't do this. But, First Philippians 6 says that he that hath begun a good work in you shall perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. So I was just so elated that God would just use me, and how He started turning things around for me. Now, the next thing that was shown to me in the vision, about 6 months into the third year, our job was downsizing. And a lot of people were looking for jobs, including myself. And, you didn't want to wait until you get a pink slip. I had this overwhelming feeling, it just took over me. It was like if I wanted to push it away, I just couldn't. It was just overwhelming me to travel. Now, I had 2 young sons to take care of. And there is no, with the income that I had at this job, we were just getting by. And there was no way that I could travel. That was just not an option. So I called our main library, and I asked them if they had a book on flight attendants. And they said no. There weren't any other libraries in our city that had it except for one. It was in a very affluent, very wealthy neighborhood. So I called them, I reserved the book, and I drove up there and got it. I memorized the book backwards and forwards. I went to interview after interview after interview after interview with no success. Now, I'm the type of person that if I can't get something, I will help someone else. So I asked this coworker to go with me to this interview. And he was very good looking Italian. The boy was fine. And I told him to wear a suit, fix his hair a certain way, have really nice shoes on. And I quizzed him, went over some questions and answers. And so we drove off to the hotel. There were hundreds and hundreds of people from everyday walk of life that were there. There were people that were flight attendants from other airlines, and they were wanting to upgrade the airplanes that they were on. Either they were flying small aircraft and they wanted to be on bigger aircraft, or vice versa. There were people that, customer service reps. There were people that this was their dream that they had all their life. They had dreamed of being a flight attendant. So there were so many of us. They put us in a lot of different rooms and interviewed us. And the thing about some airlines, they let you know right away whether you got it or whether you didn't get it. So I walked out of after the interview was over. We started walking out, and my coworker kind of flagged me down, and I saw him, and he said, "I got it." They interviewed me, and I got it. He said, "Did you get it?" And I said, "No, I didn't get it. They didn't want me, And he grabbed me and hugged me, and he says, "You know what?" He said, "Your first album, I'm going to buy one." And he said, "It's okay. You're going to be all right." And so we continued to talk, and then we left. I drove home, and I cried, and I prayed. And so months went by, and nothing happened. So I'm going to stop here. I want you to come back for the part that was shown to me in the vision is coming up next. Another part. So don't give up on your dreams. I love you. Bye.